not many people willing to help you, not many, if you're in trouble with some paperwork. And these attitudes, as a Russian, I'm used to it. While you're being nice and, you know, trying to be like, I'm a foreigner here, guys, please don't make my life even worse. I already suffered so much. These post-Soviet areas, that's what we are. We just don't like to care about others much and being friendly, because why?
I'm Gannasar, 20 years old. I'm from Egypt, raised in Cairo, and I study mass communication and media. I have been here for 3 semesters, 1 year and a half.
My name is Mithil and I'm from India, and I am studying biology here, and I have been in Pécs for like 3 years now.
Anastasia. I'm from Russia, from city Helyközi. It's in Siberia. And I've been living in Pécs for the last over 5 years. I graduated this year in Anglistika.
I come from the south part of India and from a city called Bangalore. The city I come from is really big, bigger than the people in Hungary. Is less compared to the people who live in my city. I wanted to study abroad, I wanted to go out of my country, experience different things. I wanted a scholarship and I wanted a place which is not that expensive. And I think the first I heard from Pécs University, they contacted me fast and they were really responsive. And that's how I ended up in Pécs.
To Hungary for studies was never my plan, was never my case. So yeah, I came here for love reasons. Then I applied for a scholarship and I got this scholarship. I never expected this, so I never had to pay for my uni after all. Back in Russia, I studied journalism, international journalism for a couple of years. It was this atmosphere, you know, how uni is not a place where you just randomly get up or you do some like random things during classes. It's always some discipline, always like in school. So nothing really changed much. So that was new, that you don't need to apologize that you need to go to a toilet now suddenly. So yeah.
Everyone is talking about the quality of education here in Europe, and I really wanted to experience this. They offered me scholarship and in Europe, which I really wanted to be here. It was like many reasons. One of them was looking for a job outside, because like we don't have many jobs in media in Egypt, and running away from the unfriendly environment for girls in my country. I just wanted to be free, to enjoy the freedom here. Yeah, I remember the first day I came here, I arrived by night and I was running like a mad girl in the streets. I was just running and smiling and breathing. Finally, I feel the freedom.
I am an openly gay person, and I think I came out when I came to Pécs in Hungary. So Hungary has given me the confidence to come out. So I would say a big thanks to Hungary for that, because this is not something that easily I could have done back home. But Pécs is still not the best place, because if we had the first Pécs Pride here, I had all the makeup on and everything. I wanted to go out, I was still scared. I and my friends, we took a taxi and we went to the city center, even though it's so close. So that scared I was, because there were oppositions who were protesting on the same day.
As a foreigner, I wasn't guided by anyone, so getting to know the whole Neptune system, how it works, when you need to be there, how the whole structure is organized. If you're in trouble, it's so hard to get help because nobody knows anything. And yeah, as a foreigner, you're already lost with language, with housing, all these things. And then you don't even know when your class starts. You can't sign up for this class, or this class doesn't exist, or this kind of thing. So it's quite hard.
India is more of, we focus more on the theoretical part, but Pécs was very different. It was more of practical. I still kind of believe in the Indian education system than Hungary because I felt the way the foundation is built is not the best here. That can be very evidently seen with English because teachers can't go, they can't really connect with us emotionally, like that's strong because of the language barrier. And also when they're explaining stuff, it's more easy for them to just read out the stuff from the presentations and stuff like that. Then they can't really go into depth because of the language barrier.
I remembered I had many difficulties while studying here in the first semester. I even thought to go back to Egypt because I couldn't, sometimes I felt I couldn't handle it. Well, it is hard to find a job or even a student job for international people. We only have 3 factories to work in, and it is not a good environment. I faced harassment while working in a factory, and after that I stopped working there. And when I look for other jobs, they usually tell me that these jobs are only for Hungarians, because you don't speak Hungarian, we can't hire you. It was really hard to find an apartment. I texted over them 100 landlords, and just only 3 of them replied on me. Maybe because like my profile pictures was curly hair, so they recognize I'm not from here. They don't reply.
I'm a very positive person, to be honest. So xenophobia or anything does not affect me. But I think there were few owners who said they needed European background students to be only renting the flat, and I think it's perfectly fine because they prefer them and it's okay, their flat, their house, so I don't really care. Few of my friends who were renting flats, when they had to leave, like once the contract was over, they were not returned the deposit for silly reasons, I would say. But then I would say searching for flats, I think it's not that difficult in Pécs because there are so many agents and the university provides help, and also there are Facebook pages where you can search for apartments, so it was not really that difficult for me. Not everyone is allotted dormitories in the first place, because the first year people are given dormitories, and for the second and third we have to move out, and only if we prove good grades we can stay in the dormitories. I mean, it's fine for me, I have good grades, but then there are many of my friends who were forced to move out of dormitories and have to rent, which is expensive.
Prices are quite Budapest-like prices, because I think the bar is very high now because lots of people come in from rich countries and they come to study medicine, and it's quite pricey. It's crazy money. Because of that, they can afford, renting a flat for the money I never even held, or even Hungarian students can't even imagine possibly paying this much for a flat. Even with families, people don't pay this much. It was easy for me when I was a scholarship holder. It was sponsored by Hungarian government. It wasn't big money, but it was big help. On the side, I've been working pretty much ever since I came to Hungary. I was lucky with finding a job. I didn't even speak Hungarian at that time, so I'm still there, and I work a lot. And I work a lot to afford all of it by myself, and it's still not enough. Sometimes I'm really close to collapsing, because, yeah. I think generally the problem lies here in, as I mentioned, the whole administration is so messed up, because while your country students struggle with finding a dorm room and staying alive by themselves, there are others who live a totally different life. So it's definitely the moments of whatever you have on your government country level, how much you invest in your, because I know as a Russian student, we get nothing, like nobody cares about us as a students, even if we pay.
Studying here in Pécs is one of the best things I have done so far, because I have friends from all over the world now. I have experiences with different cultures, and the university has given me so many opportunities. Hungary is like my second home, because I don't know, somehow I feel connected here.
To be honest, I have very toxic relationship with Pécs. I love it so much, but sometimes it's killing me so bad because I love being here, but I always have the feeling like it never loves me back. As a foreigner or somebody, I don't know. But I always wanted to be a part of this community. So for the last 5 years, I haven't been leaving and it's not happening. So there's always something that keeps me here.
Actually, comparing with Budapest, I feel more safe here in Pécs than anywhere else. I didn't get harassed at any time while I was in the street, and I really appreciate that. I hope that the Hungarian people, all the local people, they don't feel that we are annoying to them. Because, yeah, I actually, whenever I see someone who's staring at me, I just try to smile to make him or her feel that I am not considered as a danger for them.